10 Wild Animals in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a landlocked African country located in the southern part of the continent, on the eastern side of the continent. It has 16 official languages, became a major trade route during the 11th century, used to be ruled by a dictator until 2017, suffered a 15-year-long guerrilla war, and used to be a British colony. An interesting part of the country that I wanted to tackle is its wildlife. In light of that, I have listed the best of it, and I hope you will love learning what animals live in Zimbabwe. On place 10, Black-backed jackal. The black-backed jackal is a medium-sized species of canine native to southern and eastern Africa, with a range expanding over about 900 kilometers/560 miles in length. There is a local subspecies in Zimbabwe known as the Cape black-backed jackal. This canine is territorial and forms lifelong pairs. It has a gestation period of 60 days, and mates from late May to August. It prefers open areas with little vegetation, where it hunts for scorpions, hares, and birds, but also feeds on fruits and berries. On place 9, Burchell's zebra. Burchell's zebra, also known as the Damaralan zebra, the Bontquagga, or the Zululand zebra, is a subspecies of the plains zebra found in southern Africa. It is one of the most common zebras in the world, and the only subspecies which can legally be farmed for consumption. Female and male Burchell's zebras are about the same size, just like other zebras. They live in small family groups, either bachelor or harem groups. On place 8, Black-footed cat. The black-footed cat, also known as the small spotted cat, is the smallest species of wild cat in all of Africa, measuring only up to 52 cm in length. Despite its name, only the soles of its feet are either dark brown or black. Thanks to its spotted fur, the black-footed cat is well camouflaged, especially during the night. It can only be found in southern Africa and inhabits the open, dry savannas and the shrublands with higher grasses of Zimbabwe. On place 7, Sharp's grayspok. Sharp's grayspok, also known as the northern grayspok, is a small species of antelope found in tropical and southeastern Africa. It is particularly shy and solitary and is thus very difficult to spot. It can be found in countries such as Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, and Mozambique, where it lives in the rocky hill country. When it comes to feeding, Sharp's grayspok prefers herbs, leaves, buds, and fruits, as well as grasses. On place 6, Southern African lion. The Southern African lion, also known as the southern lion, is a subspecies of the king of the jungle which can be found in eastern and southern Africa. It is seriously threatened by depletion of prey, poaching, and habitat fragmentation and loss, and is a popular prize for trophy hunting. Trophy hunting is one of the major causes of the decline of the southern African lion in Zimbabwe, although it usually lives in protected areas. On place 5, Southeast African cheetah. The Southeast African cheetah is a subspecies of cheetah found in sub-Saharan Africa. It mainly lives in the desert of the Kalahari, the Okavango Delta, and the Transvaal region, but can also be found in countries such as Zimbabwe. In fact, Zimbabwe is one of the few countries to be home to king cheetahs, a rare variant of the cheetah. Sadly, there were about 1,000 individuals in Zimbabwe, but there are now fewer than 165. On place 4, serval. The serval is a species of wildcat native to Africa. It is spread throughout much of the continent and is one of the rare cat species to be considered of least concern, due to its range mostly being within protected areas. This cat can be found in the grasslands and moorlands of Zimbabwe, and can be found as high as 3,800 meters (12,500 feet) above sea level. On place 3, spotted hyena. The spotted hyena, also known as the laughing hyena, is a species of hyena native to sub-Saharan Africa, where it is widespread and common. In fact, it is the most common large carnivore in the entire continent, thanks to its opportunism and extremely high versatility. This mammal has had a long history of interactions with humans, and it is often seen as ugly and cowardly, or even stupid, gluttonous, and dangerous. On place 2, African leopard. The African leopard is the most widespread and common subspecies of the leopard. It can be found throughout much of sub-Saharan Africa, and is one of the most iconic animals in the entire continent. This big cat can tolerate a wide variety of habitats, from grasslands and savannas to mountainous forests. It also feeds on whatever is available, although it usually hunts for ungulates such as antelopes or wildebeests. On place 1, African bush elephant. The African bush elephant, also known as the African savanna elephant, is the largest terrestrial animal in the world. It is heavily poached for its ivory and suffers from habitat loss, which is why it is considered endangered. This fantastic creature can be found across much of sub-Saharan Africa, although its populations are fragmented. It inhabits subtropical and temperate forests, as well as the wetlands and grasslands of Zimbabwe.